So, hi everyone, I'm Basmail Yagubi, Research and Development Engineering for Demomaterial, of course. I am here today to tell you about all the awesome things that you can actually look forward to as a part of it, since we're going to discover new things introduced by 4D. ORDA is a new syntax, the new approach, which is an acronym for Objects Relational Database Access. So now ORDA makes using relations so much easier, helpful, and very flexible, even if they are recursive to use them. Now, a representation of the whole database is built as an object, which is available through the ds command. So the data store, as you see in the first point, is the interface object to the database or structure, because the structure becomes a giant object called data store. A DS is a data store. It's the whole structure, or the whole structure is saved inside the DS. Tables in the database are data class. Now, records becomes entities, a field becomes a storage attribute, since it is type of storage and we can assign values to it and save them. As an example, as a small example, to understand everything, we have the following illustration. Now, first, we use the ds command, which is the data store or the structure which contains all the table. With 4D version 16R4, the 4D language has been drastically enhanced to make the usage of objects much more comfortable with the support of objects notation, fast, flexible, efficient, and now elegant with the dots and square and bracket notation. Objects could be passed to certain method. Let's use a more real-world example. For example, let's say you are going to create a method format address, which should return a combination of address name, house number, street name, town, state abbreviation, and the zip code, as the example shown in here. Now, shall you pass the attributes one by one to the method, to the format address method, or the whole address objects containing those attributes? The object is changed to the address, so there is no need to add pointers. There is no need in pointers. Notations has three types with which they can be manipulated. Objects is a set of attributes or properties, and each one of them has its own value on the other side. Now, what are these variables intended for? What are collections actually intended for? Now, collections, as you can see in the first definition, are ordered lists of values that can be used to hold almost any kind of variables types like text, numerics, booleans, objects, and even other collections. To collections are actually some common programming tasks that developers often encounter and often works with. List boxes can not only be used to display an entity selection, but they can also be used to modify the entity selection's content by directly editing values in the list box. To display an entity selection, you first need to select the collection or entity selection data source type. The possibility to use relations directly, since they are attributes of the data class. We already seen how we can take full advantage of relations, and we can even take advantage of it inside the collections. Now,